Welcome to Value Seller Talks with First Time Entrepreneurs. I'm your host Deepak Bajaj. Before we talk about our guest, I like to share two purposes behind this new podcast series. Number one, highlighting the issues these passionate entrepreneurs are addressing and solving with their innovation. Number two, I want you to support them. They are real geniuses and they deserve an opportunity from you. Value Seller is committed to for their success and wants your support into their mission. Today, we have a privilege of hosting a dynamic leader, Preetisha Bora, Chief Operating Officer at Zarp Labs R&D. With over a decade of experience across industries like consumer durables, telecom, learning and development, Preetisha now leads Zarp Labs R&D as a COO, a global innovation hub accelerating business through AI-driven solutions and strategic partnerships. Patricia is at the forefront of two key initiatives at Zarp Labs R&D. The first one is Startup Shift program, where they help the startups to scale up through their expert guidance and the resource management. And the second is the AI Global Delivery Center, which they call it AIGDC, where ZapLab is developing the AI-enabled solutions in various domains like logistics, sales, health, agriculture, and others. We are excited to learn more about her journey, the cutting-edge work at ZapLabs R&D, and her perspective on driving the innovations. So let's dive in. Welcome, Pratisha.
Thank you so much, Deepak. It's been such a pleasure to have been planning this since a long time, and we are here today finally. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and it's our pleasure to host you and to learn more from you. So, Pratisha, as we just touch upon your fascinating career journey, which is spread across diverse industries before you took the role as a CEO at the Zarp Labs R&D. So, could you share some of the key milestones from your career that have shaped you as a leader first?
Um, there have been so many different milestones in my career, in my 10 plus years of career. And like you said, yes, I have been part of different industries. So, starting from consumer durables to telecom to learning and development to consulting. And I believe this experience of working with so many different in so many different areas, industries, and actually having a very diverse set of clients throughout or stakeholders throughout my career. That is one of the reasons. I think that was one of the milestones. And I believe very early in my career, I was actually lucky enough to be given the responsibility of handling a team. So when I was just 1 year into my first job, I got to handle a team of around 10, 15 people. And this really helped me understand, it's just not about doing your own things, doing your own individual work, individual contribution in a silo, but yes, working along with a team and actually driving results. So that was a very big milestone in my career. And of course, the other one that, like I said, working across diverse industries. So these were some of those milestones.
Definitely. Obviously, each and every phase of your life has given you a lot of learning. And the important part is the people management.
Yes,
That will definitely, more you meet, more you interact, the better you become as a person first. That's my.
correct.
Mhm.
I totally agree.
Um, Before we talk about the ZAP Labs, I want to understand what is the meaning. It's a very unique name. What is the meaning of ZAP Labs? And definitely how your work in business acceleration and startup development.
Right. When we say ZARP, it's a acronym that we have created. With the initials of some of very important people in our organization. And this was an acronym that we created, and it really, sounded really good. And there was also actually a very technical or a very logical reason behind it, behind choosing the word Zarp, if you ask me. In terms of Google search or the uniqueness of this word,
Mhm.
whenever someone types Zarp, you would see our result right on top. So there
Mhm.
was another reason in terms of Google ranking algorithm. So this was one of the reasons. And if I talk about how Zarp Labs was formed and is our vision. So right from the start, when we started like 4 5 years back, uh, even earlier than that, because we were always having these discussions, these group of people, all of us who were together or colleagues or had known each other through our network, we've always had this dream of doing something of our own. Of course, I think so many people right now and so many people will actually relate to me when they say they're working a job but they really want to do something of their own. So that has always been the dream. There has always been discussions, but finally we came together with a vision of research and development in some many fields, which is specifically in technology, so robotics, IoT, AI, all of these areas we came in with the vision of doing a lot of research and development. Uh, and during this entire process, there was so much learning. There was so much collaboration with organizations, with startups. We feel lucky to have been able to work on these technologies uh, from quite early, because I think AI has gained that traction today, but it was always there. We were already working on it and doing different things around AI. So that is something very important, and I think that is how Zarp Labs actually got the shape that it is in today. And working with startups, we created a lot of startup services. We consult with a lot of startups and help them grow their business.
Uh, so I must say the uniqueness as well as considering the algorithm on the social digital connected world, that is where your creativity and your designing comes into the picture, along with the technical analysis what you guys are expert into. Hmm.
Thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about the mission of Zap Labs and what excites you as a person as a part of this initiative?
So our mission is very simple. We want to really empower, businesses in and around the world, in India
Mhm.
and around the world, to be able to uh, grow by leveraging our support, by leveraging technology that they might not be aware of, uh, by using this technology to actually help them run their businesses,
Mhm.
help them run their operational efficiency, and where the business owners can actually focus on their product, their bringing in more business. Uh, it's simply that where we help these organizations, whether it's a startup or an enterprise level, to leverage services or to leverage technology. So
Mhm.
this is our mission. If I talk about what excites me the most, of course, right now there is so much of work that we are doing around AI GDC, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
So it's AI, of course, stands for Artificial Intelligence and Global Delivery Center. So we have this entire team, and we are working around some projects. That's really exciting. That is something that is really exciting, I believe.
AI is a buzzword nowadays, and definitely it comes with a lot of automation, enhancement, predictions. It's a magic, right? So
Exactly.
building the GDC Global Delivery Center around this magic. So I believe you guys are magicians then.
Thanks, Deepak. Thanks. Yeah, I think it's, in a very layman terms, it's very easy to automate so many things that you do in your daily life. And so many businesses don't know about it. So that is where we come in.
No, definitely. I will be discussing more on this AI GDC in the as we move forward. But
Yes,
one thing which the world knows Zap Labs R&D is your startup shift program. So
yes,
which you proudly termed it as your flagship initiatives. right?
Right.
And believe me, when we were looking into this part, so I have found that it become a center of attraction, not from the Indian perspective, but also from a global perspective also. So you have to help us to understand that what is this program all about and why it will help these companies which are emerging or which are first time entrepreneurs or startups.
Right, of course, of course. So, whenever so this comes from the experience we have had while, when we started working as Zarp Labs. What we have realized is whenever there's a startup, like we just talked about, people who are working together,
Hmm.
or have always had that dream of doing something of their own.
Hmm.
Uh, in most of these cases, what we found was these were technical people who wanted to maybe build a technical product, whether it's a B2B or a B2C product. Technology product, sorry. And they get together, they build the MVP, they also, maybe to an extent, they are able to take it to the market or do a POC around it. But what they lack is actually, a proper strategy behind this going to market, whether it's a GTM strategy, whether it's a business plan that they have to create, if they have to discuss, talk, or work on the revenue plan. It's not really, very much. What would I say? It's not planned because they don't have that expertise behind
Hmm.
them. They don't have
Hmm.
that. They can't even invest in that kind of manpower because they're just starting up. They're building a product.
Hmm.
So also in terms of market, in terms of business development, in terms of IT services that they need, or any kind of technology consulting that they need. Uh, if it's anyways, coming to the point, there are so many areas where these people lack, these owners or founders of a startup lack, because they have to focus on the product right now.
Hmm. Hmm.
And this areas is where we come in with Startup Shift. We provide these organizations with 360-degree, services, support services, whether it's, like I said, whether it's in operations, whether it's in IT, whether it's in marketing, whether it's in strategy and consulting, or even if it's providing them with fractional leadership, which is providing them people in CXO level, and helping them build the entire company, build the entire brand together. So we say that we are not their partner. Partner is a word that we so commonly use
Yeah.
nowadays, but we are not their partner, but we are their extended arm. So we actually help them do all the work uh, on the field and the real world.
Yeah, but what I understand, because whatever the services you mentioned, or maybe extended arm you mentioned, I believe your fitment will
Hmm.
be more with the people who are already established. Maybe a company with more than 3, 4, 5 years of experience, that could be your more probable, targets or clients, because they they are in the middle. You know,
Right.
now they are a baby who has actually started walking, and when the baby started walking, it will fell down most of the time.
Yes.
So the startup is not only related with the 0 to 2 or 3 years experience. I think
Exactly,
more than that.
exactly. I think you're right. Yes, because it takes that much time to really build an MVP for a
Hmm.
company,
Yeah.
and then actually people get stuck. How do I take to the? I have a product ready, I have everything ready. I don't have investment, but I don't know how to go to the market. So
Hmm.
this is where actually, these services come in. So anywhere between a company which is maybe very nascent, very new, or a company which is around 3 years old or 4 years old, on that level where they really want to scale, but they are not able to do that. So that is also where Startup Shift comes in.
Hmm. And one more thing, like again, not going into the details, but I'm pretty much sure you are also helping the companies who are more than 5, 8 years also experience in the market.
Yes. So actually, these services, these bunch of services under Startup Shift, are customized for each and every client. So
Hmm.
someone might need only X and Y, someone might only need X and Z. So we provide these services, these single individual services to enterprise level organizations as well. So that is
Mm.
also something we do. So actually, to be honest, startup shift is for everyone, any kind of organization you are. It's just about which services you are really looking for and how we can customize them for you.
Definitely, because at the end of the day, everyone needs a business.
Right. Totally, totally agree.
Mm. Hmm. So, what do you think if I go one level down, then what do you think the biggest challenges they face, the startup or any enterprise organization face while they were scaling or they are thinking to scale their business and operations? And obviously, with these gaps, how you are bridging those gaps with these startup ship programs?
Okay, all right. I think one of the first challenges that these organizations have is having that correct team in place. First of all,
Mm.
uh, you don't have that capital to, or even the operational cost to manage that kind of a huge team. That is one of the biggest challenges, because you have to present it to the world right now. You have to present it in front of investment firms or maybe VCs. So you have to showcase that team. You need to have that strength in your team. So that is something that these organizations face a challenge in. These organizations also face a challenge in terms of, having built a product or an MVP, uh, they don't know which kind of revenue model or business model they have to go into the market with.
Mm.
So whether it's a SaaS system that you
Model,
want to
yeah,
go
yeah.
forward with, right? Or you
Yes.
want to really provide a service to customers. So there are so many things that these organizations actually face challenge with, and this is what comes from our experience. And that is where we believe we bring all the our startup services are actually, totally focused on solving only these challenges. So
Mm.
that is where we come in.
So in short, you are helping them to raise the funds. You are helping them to position in front of the world. And
Mhm.
obviously, most of the owners, the
Right,
founders are engineers. So
right,
they are more inclined towards building their product rather than making the real strategies to talk and doing the analysis as per the market requirements.
correct,
Hmm. So
correct.
so that's the reason you said it's a 360 degree.
Exactly, exactly.
Mhm.
So just, let us do the work and you focus on your business, on your product. That's what we want these startups to do. Yeah.
Eh, So it seems not you are not like an extended arm. You are basically their, the partner in crime, I must say.
The right hand, actually.
Exactly. So obviously, because nowadays, while I was talking with a lot of startups, they have a one very simple mm, ideology that they are, working with some or they are under some incubators.
Right,
But after spending their 6, 8, 9 months time, or even 1 or 2 years of time, still they are not able to reach the scale where they are positioning or they are dreaming for, right?
right. Mhm.
And for the investor community, that is a real problem because they have invested a money with the thought that they are under the the great leadership, which is okay. But again, incubators are every time it's full. So how you make your position when you face such type of resistance from the startup founders? How to choose, the incubators or you?
Okay, all right, sure. So incubators have a very, standard set of, I wouldn't name anyone or anything, but yeah, they have a very standard set of services or support that they could give to to these organizations. So many of them actually start working as a co-working space, and
Mm,
then when they see the community growing, so many people getting together, founders getting together, then they move into a very incubator kind of a business style or working style around it. So you know they have a very standard set of services, whereas we as Zarp Labs, we have everything customized for them. We
mm,
ensure that the team that is working for that particular client is actually working for that particular client. We give them this entire set of team members, who are like part of that organization, uh, which an incubator would not do or rarely do something like that.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
And these services are very customized for them. We really sit down and hear to what they have to do, they have to say, and we actually bring in our own ideas with the leadership or with the team members that we are assigning them. So I think that is where there is a difference around between an incubator and us.
Hmm. Maybe you have some clients which already were part of incubators, but
Mhm.
now they are also, taking your services. So do you have any reference? Reference means do you have any example what the problem they face? Because that will give a very clear understanding to our listeners so that they will also come out and try to look and explore the new options which is provided by you and similar like your friends who's doing the similar things and
Yes.
they really want to scale up and that's the reason they become entrepreneurs.
Right, right. Actually, the answer was really up in your question. When they're in an incubator, so the answer is scale up, right? So
Yeah.
when they're with an incubator, they they are working on their product. They have built some kind of a
Hmm.
good product that they can take to the market, or maybe even have taken it to the market. But there like I said, like you've asked me if we are working, yes, we are working with someone who was actually part of an incubation center earlier. And the same problem that we have heard from them and from so many others
Hmm.
is that we are stuck, so we don't know where to go from here. We have done everything that we were asked to do, we have the product ready, but we are really stuck, we're not being able to scale. We
Hmm.
have this set number of enterprise B2B companies who are taking our services or have bought our product, but now we don't know who to approach, what to do.
Hmm.
So getting stuck and having issues in scaling up, that is where these organizations are facing challenges in when they're with an incubation center or any other acceleration center or anything like that.
No, interesting because the point which you mentioned are really challenging, and at the end of the day, it's the intention of any startup is to solve a particular problem, reach to
Exactly.
the right candidate,
Mhm.
right audience, right target market, and then definitely earn some money. That's a
Right.
simple calculation. The rest of the things are
We're
the
there
story.
to do business, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
there is a business, right? And the business means is a transaction. You're solving a problem in return of a money, right? As simple as that. But the biggest problem is you make a beautiful product in-house, but if it is not reaching to the right people, then you need a insulin, which your company is providing.
Right, right, right. Exactly, exactly.
Uh, Second thing here is because what I heard about the Zarp Lab is you are also doing a lot of you are connected with this a lot of VCs and the investment firms. So are you also helping them to raise the money?
So yes, we are actually working with some organizations to help them raise money. Our job is, not to uh, not to commit or guarantee that we will get you
Okay.
this amount of money. Of course, no one can guarantee you that. But we help these people connect to a vast network of investors, individual investors who are maybe, settled outside India, investors from India who are looking to develop, invest into, uh, especially in the AI, AI in the AI section nowadays. So many investors are looking to actually invest into AI and AI companies. So, yes, we help organizations connect with these investors. And of course, there's this entire process that takes place. There's a due diligence process that happens, and there is this entire, preparing and strategizing and working on the investment pitch deck, then actually meeting up with investors, setting up those meetings, and then meeting up with them. We help our clients do that. Yes.
No, and handling the investor lobby and the VC lobby is totally different.
Of course, of course. But honestly, Deepak, we have been lucky as well. People are going crazy right now to invest
Mm.
into India, to invest into AI and AI companies. Everyone wants to do that, and not everyone, sorry, but yeah, so many people, high net worth individuals, they're really looking to do that right now,
Mm.
and we have been connected to so many of such investors. Yeah,
No, no, it's a win-win situation for you, for investor, as well as for the companies.
exactly.
So yeah, because you are in the market since many years, so definitely these type of connections will really help the person who needs the most.
Right, right, right.
Mhm. And I noticed that you and your team is a part of a lot of startup events. When I say events, you also a mentor for them as well as you represent Zarp Lab at various stages.
Mhm.
So how you think that is giving a boost to your company and as well as to the audience who is listening to you?
I think it's very important to be up on the stage and talk about what we are doing. If you don't talk about what you are doing and what you have been able to do for companies like them,
Yeah.
they wouldn't understand or know what we do actually. So
Hmm.
being part of these events, mentoring these organizations, and really being able to talk about our work, our services, our offerings, that is something that has been really great.
No, no, we wish best of luck to you and your whole team because at the end of the day, the hand holding is the missing part, and
Right.
definitely such your experience, which you are also gaining day by day because technology is changing and clients' expectations are getting changed every week. I also face a lot of clients, so I understand that
Right.
what from where we started and where we end, so there's a huge difference.
Right.
So.
Right. Totally.
So it's a good learning path for everyone. I wish you best of luck, and I'm pretty much sure the startup community who is listening to you will understand what challenges you are addressing, as well as why they should need an extended arm
Yeah.
uh, if they really want if they are stuck at their journey, and it can be anywhere. Mm.
Yes.
I'm now one of the favorite topic is AI GDC. So which is we call it as a AI, Artificial Intelligence Global Delivery Center.
Right.
So, which you as mentioned, you are focused on AI and related technologies. So, what are some of the groundbreaking projects your team is currently working on, and how you come up with this idea? Because nowadays everyone is putting a flavor of AI, but bringing a AI GDC, how this happened?
So, AI, of course, like I said, we have been working on these technologies for some time now, and right now, like I said, there are so many people looking for automation, looking for AI services.
Hmm.
Uh, we felt there was this need to uh, showcase, India's capabilities or expertise in
Hmm.
terms of AI, AI, ML, data engineering, all this stuff. And we thought this was the right time to really create that global delivery center, partner up with a lot of organizations, not
Hmm.
of course single-handedly working on everything, but partnering up with a lot of organizations and actually deliver these services across the world globally to
Hmm.
organizations who are looking for automation. And it's really important that we put India at the forefront of this technology right now. It is time, for India to really showcase that talent, that expertise that we have. And believe me, there is so much of expertise out here. So many people working for so many organizations, uh, creating new ideas, new automations every day, which is really nice to see. And if I talk about some exciting projects or some case studies that we have been working on, there is something in the healthcare domain that we are working on,
Yeah.
where it's about predicting, whether it's predicting diagnosis or whether it's predicting claims,
Yeah.
healthcare claims. Then there is HR, human resource, where uh, everything is automated for you. There, the interview, the HR interview, the technical interview, everything will be done by AI, and
Hmm.
all you have to do is feed the resumes into it, and it will do the work for you. So this is just these are just some of the examples. that we are working on. But yes, there's a lot of exciting case studies. There's a lot of exciting, problem statements that come to us, and we get excited about how to solve these problems. And the best part is there's always a solution, and we have that team to create that solution.
Yeah. So you have a, so what I understand, you develop a solution in-house, as well as you obviously you have a good partner ecosystem who
Yes,
I believe which is expanding day by day,
yes,
because in the world of 8 billion population,
right,
definitely there are so many challenges which everyone has, and every problem has a solution. Now only
exactly.
thing is how to use the AI power to get this thing done in short span of time, and also to predict it also.
Of course, exactly. Very true, very true.
I remember as you talk about the HR. So I remember that the case where the people are spending, especially the recruiters are spending a lot of time in screening the resume.
Mhm.
So as you mentioned, the screening there is done on a fast pace. So I'm pretty much sure the conversion ratios after doing the AI interviews can also create a lot of winning probabilities more or higher as
Mhm.
compared to the manual approach.
Right, right. And like, there are two stages. So one is the screening stage where, an organization puts out a post, a job post, and they get maybe 2,000 of resumes. Now, instead of having an HR executive sit down and compare, read the job role, then compare and go through each and every sentence in each of these 2,000 resumes, we have a system where you can upload all these resumes, and this AI tool can actually rank all those resumes basis your job description, your requirement, your skills that you require.
Hmm.
So, from maybe 2000, you just have 10 resumes to sort through now. And then you can move this forward to the AI interviewer, and the AI tool will actually interview these 10 candidates and give you a score. Of course, I'm not saying that, uh, that you can directly take a decision, okay, this person has been ranked the best by AI. But of right now, in such intrinsic processes like HR, you have to take care that you have a final manual check on it, of course, but you just need one, HR head maybe to do that final check. But everything in your HR department has been automated.
Obviously, as more and more data you put it into this solution, definitely the AI will get trained, and it's a, someone say it's a plug and play, it's a myth. You have to put it there. The tool will understand, the
Yeah.
solution will understand, and that's what it will give you the outcome. It's an
Two.
interesting case study, and I believe if you have a power of screening it, then you can screen anything. Like I come
Exactly.
from a sales background. I think, I remember going for the tenders, reading the tenders, spending a lot of time.
Yes.
There could be one of the use case you can also, I think you have that case, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We are also working on something very similar to that.
Ah,
So
awesome.
yeah,
AI in sales.
exactly, exactly. So tenders, legal documents. So the power that we have is we can read documents, any documents. AI, our tool can read any documents, right? Now,
Hmm.
whatever kind of information you want to pull, in whatever way you want to pull it in a Excel sheet or anything else, and whatever kind of analytics you want to do on that, everything is possible.
I'm now getting excited, but now you are talking about the sales, and I understand when you showcase it to any of the entrepreneur founders or any business owner founders, and the sales is the only thing which makes you moving, and how to automate in the sales process. I'm excited. I would definitely would love to see into and explore more
Yes.
things.
I think we should discuss that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. No, no, sounds great. So, thank you for bringing this up. And so I get a gist that what this AI GDC is all about. And okay, so maybe remaining on this topic, if someone, some entrepreneurs or some startup want to, or maybe some organization wants to get connect with you. So, do you have any ways so that they can approach you directly?
Yes, of course. We have our website in place. They can drop in their messages there. They can directly email us, and they can go to our social media pages, social media handles, and they can directly message us from there as well.
Hmm.
So yes, there are many ways to contact us, and we'll obviously get back.
Okay, but yeah, obviously the LinkedIn is a way where you are connected, they can reach to you directly as well.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. That is
Hmm. Now, because now the AI is is holding the center stage. So, in your view, although you have answered a lot of things about it, but how critical is AI to the future of business innovation, and what advice would you like to give to the companies who are looking to develop or integrate these AI solutions in their operations and their scalability?
okay. Um, it's really critical right now. Basically, if you're not using AI, or if you're not, I'm not saying get a custom platform developed for your company where you can actually, use AI to manage efficiency. I'm not saying that.
Hmm.
Even that, of course, we'd be happy to create something like this for someone, but even using AI in its smallest forms, whether it's using Chat GPT or Gemini for that matter, or using different tools, that help you maybe create content or help you do even a small bit of your work. If you are not doing that, you are missing out on a lot, and you are actually ending up spending a lot of money uh, having someone do that right now.
Got it.
So, any organization, even if it's 0.1% of AI, you should start using it. That's what I have to say to any organization,
Hmm.
uh, because that is the first step into you also understanding how AI can actually change your life, and then we can move on to bigger and better things. But if someone is not using, if a business is not using AI, they're actually really missing out on a lot. And because this is such a fast moving technology, it's changing, and there are so many new tools being added every day. uh, and actually, these things can make your life very easy. uh, as a business owner, as a manager, as a VP, whoever you are, you can really leverage AI to make your daily life easy. Even if it's managing your own calendar, there are so many things that can be done. There are so many tools around. So, yeah. So, I believe if a business is not using AI, they're missing out on a lot. And, the business would actually end up spending more money at the end. So,
Hmm.
yeah, that is very important. It's very critical that businesses start working with
Okay.
AI right now.
Now, maybe in your experience, uh, have you encountered a client who has already the system in place, right? And who don't want to bring a new capex, expenditures or maybe a opex expenditure, but they want to bring the AI in their current system. So, have you encountered any such type of cases? And if yes, then is it possible to integrate the new AI into the existing system, maybe automating or predicting the day-to-day operation what they're doing.
Of course, of course. I mean, the best part about AI, doing API calls and bringing in data from a certain source, and then actually using ML to learn the data, understand, and
Mm,
bring out insights from it. That's always possible, but of course, it wouldn't be without a capex or an opex cost, because you'll have to manage that data on the cloud. So there comes your opex cost. You would have to manage. You'll have to get a platform or a tool built. So there comes your capex. So it would come with a cost, but it can be integrated into your existing systems. If an organization already has a CRM in place, for example, AI capabilities can be built into that, or maybe
mm,
we can pull the data from there and actually build some insights around it. So yes, everything can be integrated. In today's age, there is no nothing that cannot be integrated. All technologies are, we talk about hyper connectivity or hyper conversion of technologies. So we don't have issue in bringing in integrations like that. And
mm,
actually right now, big organizations, or all kinds of tools try to make integrations possible.
mm.
Right. For
Okay.
example, um, for example, you want to. there is a tool called Canva. I believe everyone knows it's a
Yeah, yeah.
designing tool, right? Uh, for example, you want to create an AI image. You don't have to go to another, maybe Microsoft Design or some other browser and create the image and come back here to Canva. But you can directly use apps like DALI and everything right on there on Canva, because DALI has been actually integrated into Canva, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can build the image right there, and you can start using it in your design. So everything is so hyper converged, so connected, so interconnected and integrated. I think it's very much possible to scale up their current CRMs, their current processes, and their current tools.
Honestly, I love the simplicity. When we talk about the AI and the AI experts, they talk about computer visions, they talk about NLPs, they talk about LLM nowadays, Gen AI nowadays. But you know, instead of going for NASA rocket, if we try to solve this small problem with the smallest things that's come with and that require more designing and more creativity rather
Right.
than building a huge complex system right from scratch. And I think that's where the Zarp Labs R&D innovations is playing a major role.
Yes, yes. I think yes. That time that we have put in into R&D, that the daily issues that we face ourselves and we solve
Mhm.
for ourselves as well with automation. So that has really given us that experience and understanding. And I think yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So from a customer point of view, if you look at this, the medium or the low size or medium size enterprises, definitely they all want to implement it. But but how to do it, and
yeah,
that is one of the fear factor, and how much it will cost to them. That is that is breaking their spines, right? Because
definitely.
they have a different intention and different myths around it. I believe whatever you are bringing on the table with this small customizations, with a small here and there, expertise, will create a lot of value to all the people.
Totally. And like I said, start small. Always start small. When you know what you're, have a very direct problem statement, solve it, move to the next one, solve it. So that is how everyone should move around their issues.
I completely agree with you what you just mentioned. Now, obviously, as we talk about, I know the time would be a limit, but when you are how you are balancing your innovation and the operations. So, like, I take a very simple, instance as a COO, right? You manage both these initiatives, the innovations, and obviously you have to deliver it also, as you are representing the ZAP Labs. So, how you do the balancing between these demands of research with the day-to-day management of the organization, which is growing, and as well as the customer engagement and managing their expectation.
Right, right, right. Uh, so I'm not really a complainer, but it is always a difficult task managing so many different projects, so many different stakeholders at the same time, talking to the team, managing the client. But what has helped is, of course, a team that is growing, a team uh, that has become an expert more and more day by day.
Hmm.
And this is, I think, the biggest asset that an organization can have. And I believe we have that. And that is what has really helped me, actually. When everyone knows what they have to do, when everyone knows what is the priority, uh, that's when you really come together and work for a single vision. So I think that is what has really helped me. We also have our own CRMs in place where we use to manage operational work and other stuff like that. uh, and of course a lot of automations as well. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. A lot of
Hmm.
automations as well that we do, and we have empowered our team to be able to use those automations, AI tools, smaller AI tools, bigger AI tools. And I think that has really helped, mm, the team and me especially, to not be I don't need to micromanage or go to and ask a employee key, did you do this, did you do that? I don't have to do that. So
Mhm.
I know I can just go to a dashboard, I can see what's going on, and that's the best part about it. So I think yes.
Yeah, yeah, if it is solves your organization challenges, so definitely it will be shared and it will be solving the problem of many other organizations which are struggling in day-to-day activities, and their productivity goes lost because handling the team and talking with them in a traditional way will not solve the purpose in this AI world.
Yes, exactly, exactly, Deepak. And that is what I'm here to say. It's not like we are telling businesses, do this, do that. We have done that for ourselves. We have done that for so many people. We know what change it has brought to our life, these kind of automations and these kind of tools. And that is why we have, we go to our clients and say, that is why we know it's the best for you.
Definitely, because you will be your first own client, test
Yes,
it on yourself, and then definitely if it is giving the outcome which you are expecting, definitely it will be fitted to lot many companies similar to you or maybe who are struggling in their whatever the operation they are into.
right.
Thanks.
That's
So,
right.
Pratisha, as you also mentioned about this strategic partnership, so can you just share how these collaboration with other companies, especially in this AI space, have contributed in Zarp Labs' success and the expansion plans?
So we say yes, we have a good team for AI. We build all the capabilities around it. We have a person who is heading our solution engineering, a principal engineer, a CTO, and all these people. But we cannot, the team cannot work on multiple use cases, or it's not our expertise. Not every industry is our expertise. Of course, you tell me today, build something in agriculture, maybe I wouldn't be able to, because I don't have that knowledge of that
Yeah.
industry, or our organization. We haven't worked in something like that. So it's very important we bring in that kind of expertise, that knowledge, by collaborating with so many organizations that we have signed agreements with, and we work together to actually deliver. On the other hand, reaching out to customers is also, one, being an organization, we need that support, or even we need that extended arm to be able to reach out to our
Yeah.
clients in the US, Africa, and all these other places. So yes, we are also, for example, we have also collaborated with a California-based organization
Mm.
who actually helps us reach out to customers, and we work together to deliver those AI projects through them. So
Oh,
yes, there's a lot of collaborations, and not only in these spheres, but also with incubators, with different mentors, with people, with investors also as well. So there's a lot of partnerships that we do. The intent is, uh, to bring those capabilities together, expertise together, and actually really deliver good results. And that is the only vision.
wow. And I hope you are also touching base with the academics. Uh,
Yes, yes, we are. We are actually with some very prominent academic institutions in India. We are collaborating with them. We are trying to get that fresh, raw talent that
uh,
is there in colleges, right? And they really have that energy to bring in and do something great, so that is also something that we are doing, of course. Yeah.
Impressive, yeah, because today the if you are not touching the academics, so definitely you are missing a big pie. What
Right,
I
exactly.
But yes, so I understand the collaboration which you're talking about, and yeah, congratulations for getting collaborative with the USA based organization.
Thank you. Thanks
Uh,
so much.
so I'm pretty much sure that will create a two-way communication, bringing their expertise into the Indian requirements as well as the product which you are building in your production house on with the AI-enabled stuff can
Right,
be create a lot of value to the Western world as well.
totally, totally.
Great. Thank you. Thanks for that information, which I'm obviously unaware about it. So, yep, congratulations to you and your whole team.
Thank you.
So, if we take a few steps ahead, right, then what are your aspirations for Zap Labs in the next few years? So, Are there any exciting developments or initiative we should look out for, which you can predict that is coming, and that will create the Zarp Labs, or that will send position the Zarp Lab in that domain, which you are right now not doing, or you are just exploring that space?
Um, yes, even in terms of startup and the services, the consulting we do, the entire startup ecosystem, we we really want to build that community
Hmm.
of startups in a few years where you don't have to worry about where to go next. You are a startup, you're starting up, or even any kind of services that you want over a period of time. You just have to come into this community here to talk to us, and we'll help you get through this entire phase. We'll help handhold you. We will be that extended arm. In terms of AIGDC, yes, comparatively, we are, it is this year that we started AIGDC, and there's a lot of, there's a lot of plans, discussions going on around the projects that we want to deliver, the kind of industries, like whether it's HR or anything else. So that is something that we are doing, and we believe in around 5 years we will be really able to establish ourselves as an expert in end-to-end AI solutions, and really be able to create that name globally for India, for Zarp Labs, and really show that talent that has been somehow untapped in the recent years. So I think that is the vision for both of our areas of work.
And in India, where are you located? Where are your? I hope you have a multiple offices.
Yes, so we are based out of Gurgaon, we are based out of Hyderabad, we are based out of Lucknow. So yeah, we have offices around these areas.
No, so it completely shows your expansion plans as well within
Right.
India, and touch basing the major cities where the technology is getting evolved every day. So Hyderabad, Lucknow,
Yeah.
obviously more places which you have plans in the coming times.
Yes, of course.
Right. So, in the interest of time, I have to stop my questions. I'm very much curious about the lot of use cases which you just mentioned, but I'm pretty much sure the listeners will also understand, and they will also relate what can be, if they get a right platform in form of Zap Labs, then how they can build their own products and how they can make their life easy. And the collaboration is the only mantra to succeed and to expand globally.
Totally.
So thank you, Pratisha, for your such an insightful conversation.
Right.
I'm very much impressed.
Thank you,
So,
Deepak. Yeah.
so your leadership at this Zap Labs is truly visible, right? I should not say the way you are talking, the passion which you are putting into, and the use cases which you have talked about in the very short span of time. I think you are on the mission of making India a, a center of global attraction. Obviously, I always say the market is huge, the success, there's no shortage of success, and your contribution in making India and increasing and contributing it in the GDP, well, is really inspiring. So I'm really inspired and impressed with what the Zap Labs are doing.
Thank you, Deepak. Thank you so much. And like I said, the team, it's very important, the entire team working behind it. And even you now coming in, and we also working together for this combined vision that we have. We are really excited about the future, about where we are going to take Zap Labs.
Definitely. So for our listener, if you want to explore how Zap Labs can help your business to grow with the AI-enabled solutions or the services, then I believe the right person is to connect with Pratisha for
Yes.
your strategic partnership. And obviously, this company is not helping you to give the strategies, but this also give you the business. And that's the reason, when you work together, your business and the employment opportunities will definitely get increased.
Right. Right. Right.
So until next time, this is Deepak Bajaj signing off. Thank you
Thank.
so much. Thanks,
Thanks.
Pratisha.